If you're just doing something and there's not a good enough reason behind it outside of, the number being bigger, well, then I would reevaluate that, because putting people under stress just for the sake of putting them under stress is usually not a good enough reason. If you're going to stress people, you got to make it worth it for them, and it's got to be worth it for you. So that's where, okay, we're going to set this really ambitious goal, because, when you're presenting this to your team, you can connect the dots of kind of working backwards of saying, well, when we achieve this, now we're able to roll out this new 401k match plan. We're able to roll out a new company bonus plan. Now we're able to do new career paths. We're able to expand our office. We're able to invest in this new infrastructure. We're able to expand our marketing budget. We're going to be able to do multiple locations. We're going to build out this trial team. Okay, now we're talking. Now the impact that we make is going to be much greater. That becomes a lot more exciting. But if you're saying, hey, we're just going to do a bigger number, good luck. In their minds, in your team's eyes, they're just going to associate the bigger goals with more work and working harder and working longer. And then, they're going to be hitting Indeed saying, no thanks, right? I'm not up for this because I worked my ass off last year. And if you tell me we're going to get a bigger goal and there's not really a reason behind it, why would I just work harder? So you have to make sure that there's a purpose there, behind this vision that you set. And then from there, then you got to execute like crazy. But this is, again, a very disciplined way of approaching goal setting, because you really have to think about who do these decisions impact. And coming back to the fact there's a juice worth the squeeze, is the upside worthwhile enough to weather the downside, in which case sometimes it's working harder. But a lot of times it's not just, you can set a bigger target. It doesn't mean anyone's going to be working harder. It just means we have to approach it differently. Maybe you're going to have to be able to hire certain people that are going to be able to bring new capabilities into the firm that enable you to do things that you previously weren't able to do. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that anybody's going to be working more hours. We're just going to have to change our approach. We have to restructure our firm. We have to approach things in a new way. So that's also, a very, very important thing. And then you have to reevaluate, how does it impact you, your family? I think sometimes people get caught in this trap, a lot of successful people, where they feel like they're doing things initially when they're starting a business because they're doing it to support their family, right? And I'm working these hard hours and these late hours, and I'm working weekends and whatever because I'm trying to build something and I want to support my family. And then once they've gotten to the point where they've made some money and their family's supported, they're still doing that and they're still telling themselves that same bullshit. And they just don't know how to get out of that cycle, that spinning mouse wheel. Okay, rat wheel, rat race, right? They don't know how to stop and reevaluate and say, look, I did everything I set out to achieve. Maybe my kids want to know who I am, but no, I'm just going to keep working hard because I'm doing this for them, right? Maybe what they want is your time. It's important to make sure that you are, and I don't like to use the word balance, but you are making sure that you're doing things in alignment with everything around you and what your goals are, what your values are, etc. Okay, that you're not just blindly setting bigger targets for the sake of setting bigger targets, because you're just getting caught up in this. Because once you commit, you set that bigger goal, boom, sometimes you almost go into like autopilot and start working hard and doing the thing you're already familiar with.